interesting. And the nice thing was is that the guys in the writing room actually gave me a script that was very light Dean. So I actually got to show up 5 of the 8 days just as a director and just try to convince Jim Beaver to hit the marks that I wanted him to hit. But it was which he never did. Actors, yeah, who knew? It was very cool, very cool. I was excited for the experience, and I'm anxious to see how it turns out.
Now, Jared, I know a lot of people here have got to know, how did Sam get out of hell?
I'd love to know too. Luckily, that's a question for Sarah and Eric. I have no idea. Absolutely. And that's my answer. Practice. Practice, yeah. It's not his first time, I guess. I mean, I kept on kind of saying, like, that, you know, it'd be fun for Sam and Dean to die. It'd be a fun way to end the show, like Butch Cassidy and Sundance. And I was like, wait a second, Sam and Dean have died. I've died a few times. We've been to hell, we've been to heaven, so it must be practice. I think we probably have some people watching out for us. That's my best guess, but I'm in the dark like y'all are.
And Misha, the apocalypse has been averted, so all good. What is Castiel's role now, and as the focus shifts?
Yeah, Castiel should have a role. He hasn't up until now. Great idea. Writers, mull that one over. That's food for thought. Castiel, I think he's kind of on cleanup detail at this point in heaven. Still don't quite know. I'm looking down the table for that. Don't talk about that look, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. What little I know is that Sarah, I think, put it very nicely. She said that that heaven was like post-Soviet Russia, just to make it boring. The government has collapsed and leadership is in disarray. There are nukes that are falling into the wrong hands, and this upsets Castiel. He's trying to coalesce. He's trying to form sort of a coalition that's actually going to function up there. So, what does that make him? Yeltsin? An aspiring Yeltsin? And I think we talked about... Yeah. And he's selling it, Misha. Yeah, and we haven't talked about this yet, but I just want to pitch to you the idea of him actually having a Russian accent.
We probably need to hear a little bit just to...
No, please, I don't. This is what you will hear, look at that. Who are you?
Now, Jim, what's going to happen first? Is Bobby going to find a girlfriend, or is he going to get his soul back from Crowley?
The way this show works, hell will probably freeze over before Bobby gets a girlfriend.
This is super.
What about a boyfriend?
What
about a boyfriend?
Yeah. Well, as you saw from the teaser, who directed that? It was, Bobby and Crowley are going to have their confrontation, and
Another kiss?
whether I can pretty much assure you that the kissing days between Bobby and Crowley are over.
Yeah, I was going to say, how can you assure that?
I can assure that because you need me to film them. Of course, they could probably use the outtakes from last season. Still shot that thing and shot that and shot it.
You guys aren't asking for another, so...
No, I was asking for another person to kiss.
And Ben, you're famous for your dark and twisted episodes.
Woo!
Is there something insanely creepy that we can look forward to?
Insanely creepy. I think I'm on the...
Or just insane.
Yeah, I think I'm working on the insane thing.
Yeah, tell them about it. Just a little.
I can tell about the... Okay, let's see. How All right. I'm working on something. We got one coming along. It's going to have some of the fairy in it. I think that's going to be cool. But that's not creepy. That's just fairy. But I do think that we're going to be walking a very careful tightrope, and I mean this in the most sincerity I can muster. We have to be very careful. Little people will be involved. And so everyone on pins and needles until we get our defamation suit out of the way. I'm looking forward to, I see a moment where perhaps the boys have to fight a tiny pinprick of light that ultimately is Tinkerbell. I think that's going to be awesome. I see a Jensen with a little light coming toward him, and he just says, "It's so beautiful." And I think, yeah, you can clap your hands in this story, and believing won't help. So there's rich in absurdity, I promise. Ask for more in a few minutes.
And Sarah, women don't seem to hang around very long on Supernatural. Will that change on your watch? And are there any plans for new or old female characters this season?
I've been here since episode 1. I'm female. We have a couple of female characters who have survived so far this season. And that's really all you can say for characters of either gender on this show. Yeah, I don't think we've had a character on this show who has lived, period. So, we have a couple of, there's a female character we're introducing who is a relative of Sam Dean's, a Campbell. And Lisa Braden is returning. And there's a couple cheers. And I guess those are so far. But not to really delineate it by gender, we pretty much, you're kind of dead meat on Supernatural. It's kind of like if you're Austin, we bring you back from the dead a few times.
We're actually telling you that death doesn't exist. I think you should appreciate this as a public service announcement. Congratulations! Good news, everybody!
Jerry Springer show?